Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. Today I'm using my cereal box cover and I'm gonna cover it with some white gesso. I love this gesso, it's super thick and yummy. It's by Art Advantage. Second time actually that I'm trying it. I love it so much, so much. Compared to the first one that I ever bought, which was just finished recently, this is very thick. So I suppose there are thick ones and thinner ones. So I'm also using the thinner parts of cereal boxes. Yes, I keep them after I cut off the, like the face, quote unquote, of the box. I keep the sides for times like this. So I decided to add some texture to my, should I call this a page? My base. And honestly, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I just, as usual, I feel like I want to stick stuff down, strips specifically, and I want my edges jagged, so that's what I'm doing. And as I go along, ideas will come, and that's how I'm going to create this piece today. Now I'm coming in with some thinner pieces, which I'm going to use on top. So as I'm creating, I'm thinking there is a division clearly by what I just created. The reason that I stopped gessoing is because I was supposed to stick down these pieces first and then gesso. So I was kind of kicking myself and I stopped halfway. So I decided to add these strips to the top and I thought, hey, why don't I interweave them? So that's what I'm trying to do now, check in to see how it looks. But I kind of not really liking it. It reminds me of tic-tac-toe, and I'm not feeling a tic-tac-toe vibe on this base. So I separated them and I put back my lines, which I actually like very much. So I just slit them off so I could use them when I'm finished gessoing the rest of my base. I decided to go in with some yellow to cover some of the base, but then as I'm doing it, I'm thinking, you know what, maybe I'll just, because it's a light color, so maybe I'll just do the whole thing and I could always layer on top of it after. So I'm just gonna cover the entire thing with the yellow paint. Everything, all my paint is acrylic paint. Right, so it's all dry, and now I'm mixing in some purple, and I want to highlight the raised parts of my board. So I'm just gonna do some drips around it and on it, and just to try and highlight it, because I love how that looks. I decided it needed some splatters. I don't know why, but it felt like that's what it needed. So I dried that, and now I'm going in with some blue. I decided to do some circles. I felt like let's add some circle shapes. So I got some out. Usually I keep, different covers and things so I could do some patterns. And I'm doing different shades of blue and different sizes. And now I'm trying to get a really small circle, so I'm using the cover of a marker, which is perfect, and it reminds me of little bubbles. It's just so cute. I love bubbles, so doing this made me feel really happy. I was just thinking, oh my gosh, I have bubbles on my page. Okay. And I was thinking, how cool could it be? Because I still had leftover paint and I wanted to use it. So I thought to myself, since the bubbles are blue, how cool would it be to add some drips from the bubbles? The circles. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Then I thought, I think these circles need some color because they seem, and then I found that one was too dark, so I just washed it out a bit, and I'm just using a watered down version of the paint just to add a hint of color. And it looks green because, blue and yellow makes green, but I'm okay with that. So I'm just adding washed out versions of the blue on my circles and trying to decide what to do next. So continuing with my circle theme, I cut out some circle stencils from Acetate, and I decided, of course, to keep the leftover. So I just taped it close, and now I have a circle stencil, which I am now using to make some different color, another shade of the blue, and different size circle. And these are filled in, you know, just to give it different variation, and you know, yeah. So I'm just putting them to the top because I didn't want to try and figure out how to put the circle and to cover the entire area down below where I attached extra material. So I'm going to add more, yet again, a darker, even darker color, and I'm trying to decide where I'm going to put them. So I'm just going to fiddle around and get some black pieces of circles in there. So I found this look really weird, so I just went back in before it was dry, and I just kind of tried to fade it out into the rest of the page. So it just looked weird, and I found that look really cool, and I thought I should make more like that, but I really wasn't in the mood, so I just left it. And now I'm just kind of I'm doing this, and I'm thinking, you know, when you have a ball and they have a light shining on it, you have that light spot. So that was the idea for this, but I really wasn't trying to make it look like a light spot at the same time. So it's just another layer of, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but it was just to add another layer instead of just a plain flat ball. So I like how that looked, I really do, and I decided to darken up the tops of these, my raised edges here, because it was looking too light. So I just added a little black to whatever the color that I had on my plastic there, and I'm just adding in some faded black. Here now I'm trying to decide how I should actually hold it, and I covered this to see how this would look, because I was trying to decide if to cut it actually, because it looked so different from the rest of it. But then I decided to tie it in. I would do a bigger circle down below, and I couldn't find, is it a protractor? I couldn't find my protractor. I always get mixed up between the protractor and the compass. So I couldn't find that, but I found this, and I'm not sure what this is called. So I just kind of pressed into the cardboard and left a mark so I could see where to paint in my circle. So I'm just gonna do a circle, a blue circle, just so it could tie into the top parts of my piece, because I found it was looking really separate, and I didn't know how to pull it together. And by this point I'm tired, you know, I've been up for many hours and I'm just trying to finish. So I'd probably do it different if I wasn't tired. But I like this large circle, it's nice. And I like that it's see-through. I'm trying not to make it opaque. I like that I could see all the stuff happening in the background. So now that it's dry, I found it looks kind of flat. So I just decided to add some burgundy, and too much popped out of the tube. So I'm just trying to kind of wash it down, and it's too much. So I just washed up my brush and using it watered down as well, and just doing certain parts of that large circle. I really am liking how it looks. I really do like it. So I put this piece of cotton to the side because I really wanted to use it. I felt it would look amazing. So I'm trying to fit it in now. I felt it needed something else. Wasn't sure what. And I decided to use this cloth. So I'm just gonna fiddle around with it, whip it down to size. Try to see if it really does work. And I can't remember what this is called, but it's awesome and thick and I love it, and I'm gonna use it too. So I'm just gonna thread out my edges, make it look a little fluffy and not so sharp and straight, and see how that looks. I decided to add some color because it was too clean. So I have my blue food coloring and I just turned over the thing because the back of it is kind of, it's shiny and kind of plasticky, and I knew it wouldn't really absorb into the cardboard. So I just flipped it over, and I'm using a palette stick and I'm going to write my words on that. Still don't know what I'm going to write yet, but I know that's what I'm going to use. And I decided on full circle because I've I was just thinking about the world and where we are now in this world, this time of our lives. And I thought full circle fit because everything really does come back full circle, you know? And I kind of smile to myself and I'm thinking, we really don't know what life is going to bring us, what's coming our way. And we really should live carefully and respectfully and, you know, live peaceably because you really don't know what's coming and things really do come back full circle. I decided to add a border with, this is a paint marker, and I'm adding a border because it looks unfinished. This actually reminds me of a piece that I did in my art journal. I will look for the video and I'll link it in the description. But it reminds me a lot of that. So I kind of felt, when I got to this point, I felt like I was cheating. Which is really silly, but because I mean, it's my work. But yeah, anyway. I do like it. I love this, these layers that's happening here. It feels good in my hands, you know. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels good. And I'm happy to be putting that down. Here now, I'm actually trying to add the shine to the ball, but it really not working. I don't know what's going on with my marker. It really didn't work at all. I'm trying to press down. See, I just erased it. I didn't like how it came out at all. So I was just trying to keep a weight on that to help it to stay down. And that is pretty much it. I'm just going to sign it. And thank you so much for watching. And I will see you all in my next video. Let me know what you think. I look forward to hearing your comments. Yeah. Okay, bye.